You check your locks every night to keep the nightmares out. But what happens when you realize you just locked them inside with you?
I'll be the first to admit that I'm one of the most skeptical people I know. I don't believe in ghosts or paranormal stuff.
My friend Steve built this massive home in the middle of nowhere because he likes privacy. He and his wife were going away for their anniversary. I insisted on watching the dog for the weekend. I love dogs and I love quiet weekends, so it was a win-win for me. Friday night, the dog and I just hung out. Steve sent me a text at 9 p.m. telling me not to get scared being all alone.
I went to bed around 1 a.m., but at 3:21 in the morning, I woke up to a sound that made my blood run cold.
The dog was barking downstairs. It wasn't just barking, it was that loud, vicious, defensive barking. I made my way downstairs. The entire time, the dog never stopped. I finally found him in the kitchen. He was barking at the door that led to the basement. All the hair on his back was standing straight up. I grabbed the doorknob, and this sent the dog into a spiral. He was running back and forth, going insane. I grabbed a knife and opened the door. The dog stood at the frame but refused to go down. He just growled into the dark. I grabbed a knife and opened the door. The dog stood at the frame but refused to go down. He just growled into the dark. I searched everywhere. Closets, corners, behind furniture, nothing. No intruder, no ghosts, but it was freezing. It was unreasonably cold. I've been here in the dead of winter, and it was never this cold. And I eventually went back upstairs. The next night, at almost the exact same time, the dog threw another fit, but this night felt heavier. Instead of barking when I touched the knob this time, the dog started to cry and whimper. It was the strangest thing. It was cold again, but this time it stunk. A horrible, rotting smell. And things were moved, knocked over. When Steve got home, I told him everything. He didn't laugh. The dog used to do this as a puppy, then just stopped. It's been 2 weeks. I haven't stopped thinking about it. What was the smell? What was the dog seeing? I don't believe in ghosts, but I can't explain what happened in that house. Whatever it is, it's been there a long time, waiting. And I'm not sure I want the answer anymore.
This next story happened a few years ago. I had just moved into a cute little apartment. It felt safe.
It was a friendly community. But a few months in, I started hearing the sound of running in the hallway late at night.
I looked out but saw nothing. There weren't even any kids in my building. One night I woke up to giggling right outside my bedroom window. I figured it was just kids acting stupid. One night I woke up to giggling right outside my bedroom window. I figured it was just kids acting stupid. I tapped the glass and shushed them. Then a faint tapping sound came back from the other side.
I whipped the curtain open. Nobody. I have no idea where they could have gone that fast.
I called you in because of an incident. Guard, show him the footage.
This is from the security camera. Here, the person enters.
Around 2 a.m., 2 small hooded figures approached my door. They looked like children, maybe 10 or 12.
Hello.
They stood there for 10 minutes without moving an inch. Then, one of them reached for the knob and tried to open it. Then they just skipped away. They vanished. The guard couldn't find them on any other camera in the complex.
A week later, I heard it again. The rattling of my doorknob. I ran over and yelled for them to get away.
Then I heard a child's voice. "Mom, we're home. Just open the door and let us in." It sounded desperate.
Mom, we're home. Just open the door.
I yelled that their mother didn't live here. They just giggled and started throwing their bodies against the door.
She told me to keep my doors locked. She said this wasn't a prank. I moved out shortly after.
I stood there holding the door. Then, it just stopped. I looked again, and the hallway was empty.
The manager told me later that the woman who lived there before me, something horrible happened to her children.
How did they get in without a key? Why couldn't the cameras find them?
I'm years removed from this, but I'm more scared now writing this than I was then.
I think I had an experience with something not from this world. I think I had an experience with something not from this world. Please, just let us in.
This happened 10 years ago. It's the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me. People usually think I'm lying.
I worked a dead-end retail job. One day, I found a neon pink note on my car. It said, "You're special and I hope you have an amazing day."
I thought it was nice. I wasn't getting much attention back then, so I liked it. Over the next few days, more notes appeared. I decided to write back. I kept it friendly, even a little flirtatious. The person started flirting right back. I decided to write back. I kept it friendly, even a little flirtatious. The person started flirting right back. I told them I was taking a day off. When I left work, there was a note with a sad face. I figured it would end there. The next morning, at my house, I saw it. A neon pink note on my car door. My heart dropped. It said, "You look cute when you're sleeping." Someone I worked with knew where I lived. That was the only explanation. The notes changed. They got mean. "You better answer me," one said. "Remember, I know where you live." I woke up in the middle of the night. I heard something, a shuffling sound coming from the living room. I made it to the end of the hall and stopped. Whatever bravery I had was gone. I was too scared to move. The next morning, I went to the fridge. There it was. "You can't keep me away," with a smiley face. Locked from the inside. Nobody had a key. How are they inside with me? So there's nothing? No leads at all? We're still investigating. No cameras in the lot. What about fingerprints? There has to be something. No prints. We're checking other angles, that's all. Let's get these heavy-duty deadbolts in. Right. I'll hold it steady. Drill set. Going in. Looks solid. Testing it. Good. Next one. 2 months went by. Then, one last note. "I guess you don't want to play anymore." Changing the locks might have saved my life. They had a key. I still don't know how. Every time I see those stupid pink notes, I get sick. I wonder where they were hiding that night.
Honey, are you okay?
Were they just inches away? Feet away? Just watching? I'm just happy I'm still here to tell the story. Be careful who you talk to.